In the late 60s, early 70s, health insurance even then was a big issue. And my father was talking to my mother's cousin, Claude, and he very honestly said, look, the price I'm going to quote you is going to be terrible. Everybody's going to COSE. They have the best price of anybody. My father's first reaction was, COSE? What's that?
There was a truck strike back in the day, and nobody was helping small business. Big business made other arrangements for goods and services, but nobody helped.
COSE, the legend goes, was formed on the steps of City Hall because there were some small business people that were very angry that they were being affected by a truckers' strike. They went in to talk to the mayor, and the mayor wouldn't even talk to them. He had no interest because they didn't vote. Mostly small business didn't get any respect. Many large companies didn't want to sell to small businesses. They were too much trouble.
Usually if you ask an entrepreneur, what are your issues? What are your problems? What do you think? You're not going to have a problem drawing them out. And I think COSE's brilliance, if there is such a thing, is that they're meeting the needs of small business still today. So it started from need, it still meets need, and I don't know what the future will be, but that's what it started with.
I think it really was, to some extent, making it up as you go along with a lot of caring people.
We were doing something that the rest of the communities around the country didn't know how to do. And it was magic. There was pixie dust in this.
They didn't want stuff sold to them. They needed help. They needed advice. They needed partners. They needed friends. They needed a voice. We were geniuses at giving them what they wanted instead of trying to manufacture it ourselves.
Many small business owners are very lonely in their company. Their people may not understand, and in those days they felt that they had nobody to call. They would call COSE, they'd call us, and we didn't say that we had all the answers, but we could direct them to people who did have the answers.
I have learned more from my clients and customers, from my COSE friends, and from my COSE experiences than I could ever pick out of a book or a course or a class or a course of study. But we were doing things in Cleveland, in Northeast Ohio, that just weren't being done anywhere else in the country.
If you allow the small business people to participate and be part of their own organization and not just guide it, but lead it, then it'll respond to the needs of small business. And we had entrepreneurs turn us down, saying, no, not interested. Yeah, but I could save you $500 over above your membership fee. I don't care. There's something wrong with this. You know, nobody's ever helped small business. So I spent a heck of a lot of time overcoming the years of abuse that entrepreneurs and businesses overcame.
They made things happen that just weren't supposed to happen. They were bumblebees, aerodynamically unsuited to fly, and yet buzzed around all the time and just didn't know about it.
As far as our health insurance program went, I believe that when I was in the early 80s, when I went on the board, I think we had about 300 companies on a plan with Blue Cross Blue Shield, I think, and our plan basically was they gave us a discount off list. We were the fourth most expensive city in the United States for healthcare, and there was no reason for it. My best way of describing the situation back then was, I'm in Cleveland. I have a big a big competitor in Pittsburgh. He's paying way less for health insurance than I am, way less. So I'm at a competitive disadvantage. So we realized very early on that we had to figure out a way to control the cost of healthcare. Cleveland was the fourth most expensive city in the United States for healthcare at that time. We had every expert that we talked to said, no, you can't do that, which to me says that's the right thing to do. And we went from being the number 4 city cost-wise in the United States to the number 33 city in about a year and a half. It was pretty cool. Well, I am surprised it got as big as it did, as quickly as it did. But, our goal always was provide value to our members, do what the right thing is for our members. We knew we were doing something that every expert kept telling us we couldn't do. And every year they were running ads against us that said, that we were doing this with smoke and mirrors, and that, people spent a lot of money trying to take us out. And, having being able to grow this insurance program the way that we grew it was just a ball. It was really, really a lot of fun. We did great work.